Alright, so today I was able to continue Mark 9, read through 14 through 32. And basically what happens in this is that they come down from the mountain, Jesus joins his disciples, and there's a big crowd present with scribes there. And as soon as the people see Jesus, they start saluting him. And he's like, hey, what questions have you come to get answered, basically? And one of the guys in the crowd boldly steps out, and he says that his son has a dumb spirit in him. Basically, since he was a child, he's been almost drowning, apparently throws himself in the fire all the time. And he says that if Jesus has something that he can do to have compassion on them and help them. And then Yeshua responds that if the man can believe, then anything is possible, basically. And what I think the man responds with is so interesting here, because I think it's oftentimes how we feel as people. He claims he believes, but he also says help him with his unbelief. And I think that's something that, like, you can be so certain about something and then question it 5 minutes later. Or I think it's very common to do with not just myself, but many others as well. And the people begin to come together, and Jesus immediately commands the spirit to come out. The spirit cries out, and it's almost as if the son is dead. But then Jesus just puts his hand out and raises his hand up with the son, and the son then begins to live as normal. And then one thing I didn't mention is that the disciples also tried to get this spirit out, and they were unable to. And when they ask why they weren't unable to, he answers that by prayer and fasting is the only way that this can get out, which Jesus obviously prays and fasts all the time. I guess perhaps maybe by looking at the scripture, the disciples don't. But then they leave Galilee, and Jesus foretells his death again, and the disciples are too afraid because they don't understand what he means by it, and they're too afraid to ask more to find out the answer. So main points in this one, or main things that stuck out to me, were obviously the man who says he believes, but he needs help with his unbelief. I think that's something that we can all pray about as well, and let me know what you think about that too. Also, that prayer and fasting is the only way that these things can go out. That I know has been removed in some other iterations of the Bible. I'm reading the King James Version. And then I think also just don't be afraid to dig deeper and find out more from God. Always